day everyone was waiting for. Fixture release day happened on Wednesday.
Yep.
Were you excited, and how did you take the initial news of starting at home against Oxford?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously everyone was waiting for the fixtures. It gives us an idea of what to plan for. Obviously we're building towards the start of the season anyway, but it's just nice to start plotting those fixtures, see where the long trips are. Starting against Oxford's good. I think there's no easy games in this division this year, and I think they'll be strong, having come out of WSL2 previously, retained some players as well. But I think it's nice to start at home, build a bit of excitement around the season, and I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastic. And of course, in the opening 6 games, we've got 4 of the 5 new sides that are coming into it, including as well a midweek derby fixture against Portsmouth. How do you take that?
Yeah, the first month's looking exciting. The first round of fixtures, the first few, like you said, there's some new teams in there who, we might not know too much about right now, but we're going to try and utilise our contacts between us at the club to see what we can find out. But no, it's a little bit of a step into the unknown against them. I think those sides will be, I think they're ready to compete at this level. Plymouth have got a lot of experience in their team. They've got players that have played at higher levels before. MK Dons will be buzzing off their promotion and the fact that the men's side's given them use of the stadium. So, they'll be. I think they'll be going into the season with a lot of enthusiasm as well. It's all exciting times. And yeah, the midweek derby under the lights. That'll be a good one for sure with our friends down the road.
Of course, this year as well, the fixtures have been a bit more evenly spread. Do you think this will help, keep up momentum with the run into the end of the season, especially when you put in cup fixtures in there?
Yeah, I noticed there are a few gaps in there, and hopefully we can have some good cup runs, obviously in the League Cup, the FA Cup, Sussex Cup as well. We're looking to compete strongly in everything that we're involved in this year. It'd be nice to just get in that routine of getting the games in and just, going from one week to the next, preparing and trying to do as best we can.
And of course, what do you make of the teams in the league this year? Any dark horses?
I don't think there's any dark horses, but I think it's a real open league this year. In previous years, you would have looked at it last year and gone, okay, Charlton are probably the favourites. The year before that, Brighton are probably the favourites. This year, I think it's really open, and there's, a lot of teams I think that have fancied their chances. I think we should include ourselves in that as well. But there'll be some strong sides in there. I'm expecting Coventry to be strong. They've made some really good appointments off the pitch as well. They've got Joe Potter in on their coaching staff, who's obviously a very experienced player, international player. They've got Katie Moran as well from Villa, who was an experienced player there. So they've put some experience into their backroom staff, and I think they'll benefit from that. But I think a lot of sides, like I say, will fancy their chances. Watford and Oxford have both come out of a higher division, so they'll have some players they've retained who are used to playing at a higher level. And I think like I said before, the new sides will be excited to compete at this level, and then you've got the teams that are more established in this league who I think will be competitive as well. So I think it's going to be a really open league this year. If there's any pundits out there, I think it'd be hard for them to pin a winner at this stage, because I think we're going to be really open, and that's exciting. I think that really builds sort of a sense of optimism around all the different clubs, and it'll be interesting to see after the first few games how things shake up, because at the moment I think it's all quite up in the air, and I like that. It's good.
So what do you say, just bring on the season? Yeah,
I think it's exciting times for the league in general, but also for Chai as well. I think we've made some really strong additions to the squad. I won't say anything on names just yet, but there's a number of players who I'm really enjoying working with in pre-season. Only one game into pre-season so far, but the players looked impressive in that game, and we're going to build towards the start of the season. We've got some really good fixtures coming up over the next few weeks to round off pre-season as well, so it's definitely exciting times.